I was going to say who you think the inaugural champion should be from SmackDown, but if you also include Raw as well, that also expands the pot a little bit. So before I throw my own names out there, you might come up with the same ones.
GSM!
I'm going to put you on the spot, Mr. Marceau. Who do you think should walk away as the first ever Women's United States Champion?
Oh, please edit this out. I might sound like the biggest idiot when this comes out. This person probably won't be. Kid always has to put me on the spot. This is a tough one. I can't believe you did this to me. First Women's United States Champion. It's a great question. I think it should be someone that's over. I think it's someone that should be...
That eliminates 75% of the roster.
Eliminates a lot of people. That's true. That's a great question. It can't be a champion already because I think that would be just stupid.
Yeah.
So that eliminates a good amount of people. Fuck. I'm gonna say.
It could be a couple names too.
I'm going one. I'm a one and done guy. I'm not a couple names guy. Come on, what do I look like? A schlep? I'm gonna say. Fuck. That's a tough question, DSM. I'm gonna go with Io Sky.
Io Sky, even though she's it depends when they're gonna crown this champion. They didn't say that it's going to be a tournament. They didn't say if it's going to be at Survivor Series, a fucking WrestleMania. They didn't say. But she is the number one contender for the Women's World Championship. So you're saying that she loses that, which I don't think she'll win anyway, which we talked about last week. But she'll win the United States title.
She just seems like someone that's over enough, credible, veteran. Like, she is world champion worthy, but we'll put the first belt on her to kind of, get other people over. The only other person I can think of is Natalya. No, thank you. I don't even think of anyone else like Tiffany. I wouldn't. Maybe Bayley, but even that, like Naomi, I guess. But
Naomi's a good pick.
I lean more towards. First champion though. I don't love that. I would probably lean more towards Bayley. You know what? I'll give you two: Bayley for SmackDown and Io Sky for Raw. There you go.
Bayley's a good name because she's established, but I would want someone newer. So you're telling me, I know you probably forgot about her, but you're telling me that you wouldn't want to see the belt initially on Charlotte Flair?
Can I drop this call right now? Or?
Come on,
honestly, she hits my requirements, so I wouldn't hate it.
It also would not add to her record either, so she would still be a fucking 15-time champion. They don't count the other titles.
I think either her, Bayley, or Io Sky, former women champions who are relevant within the last year or two. Makes sense. Like I said, especially Charlotte, whoever eventually beats her for it, that's a huge rub, especially from Charlotte. Even Bayley, and Io's big too, but Charlotte, you beating Charlotte, that's a big rub. So
yeah,
I hope Tiffany doesn't cash in the fucking briefcase for that. Don't even know why I just said that because that's stupid. But
what is she, Austin Theory?
Knowing this. But no, actually, I wouldn't. Charlotte has to be coming back soon, so
yep.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's I would rather I think it's more likely she comes back and faces either Nia or Tiffany because she's the queen and all this other shit. But it's a possibility. The other three names that I had in mind. Then? What'd you say?
So who do you pick then now, huh?
Well, I was going to say, so my three picks are actually three completely different people. Your criteria is better where you said, well, I'm not saying my answers are better. I'm just saying your answers were people.
No, Jesus.
Yeah, your answers are actually make sense because those are people that are over. These people that I'm saying are not nearly as over, but maybe the belt could get them over. The belt makes the person. It should be the other way around. But anyway, I was thinking Michin would be a good pick because she's never going to win the main title. She just won't. But I feel like that could be something that she could do. She had that feud with Chelsea Green, and that's also my second pick. Chelsea Green, I feel like would be a nice second pick. I don't really think that she'll ever be the WWE Women's Champion or the Women's World Champion, but she's entertaining enough. People like her enough. I feel like that would be a good role for her. If not the first champion, maybe the second champion. She could be like a fine pest champion, whatever, pesteel champion. The third pick, I'm honestly really surprised he didn't name her, but I think she stands out to me as someone that would make the most sense. Lyra Valkyria, what about her?
Yeah, no, I love Lyra a lot. She really hasn't even really been on Raw that much lately. No. So, I kind of, like I said, I would rather have, like I said, Charlotte or Bayley or Io, one of them being the champions, and, her beating one of them. So, that would give her the rub to, beating a big person. Like I said, even with, if Michin won it, would people give a fuck? That's the thing. It's I think you need someone over to like start it, because if you put it on someone that's not over already, people are gonna be like, okay, like you just put a belt on someone that no one cares about. So that's why I'm going with more established people. Like I said, even Lyra, like at least she's starting to get over. Like if Tiffany didn't have the briefcase, I'd easily say her, because I think she's over and like it would make sense, and she's young and up and coming. But I mean, even Lyra would be nice. I mean, maybe one of the girls from NXT, if they called up someone like that, would make sense too. But I mean, I think starting with someone established kind of puts the belt. Oh, Charlotte Flair's the United States. Oh, that means that's a big deal. If anyone even like wasn't watching wrestling and they turned on SmackDown one night, she was the women's United States champion. Holy shit! They have a new belt and Charlotte Flair's the champion. That must be a big deal.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's like the perception off the bat. So then, like, if you put on Meech and someone would be like, one, who is this? And two, this belt must mean nothing. That's my mindset. Why you put on someone that's over to start with.
So basically what you're saying is that when the mob comes out, when Charlotte Flair wins this championship, are you going to be the one holding back the pitchforks and whatnot? Because you're going to have to be.
I'll defend it. Like the other same people that, like, I like Chelsea Green, but like I don't think she should be like the inaugural. I think like I said, maybe like down the line, but like you give her the belt. Like I said, like it's like giving like her or like Meechin or like Sonya or one of them the title right off the bat. It's like people like be like, why? And people are like, oh, good for her, but like besides doing what they're doing now, they just have a belt around their waist. So like I said, they're not over. So it's like, I don't know. I think you need to put on someone established.
No, your logic makes sense. Your logic definitely makes sense.
Promising to become over. Like I said, at least Lyra like has like she like maybe like that could help like put her over a little bit, because like she is over to a point, but like I said, those other people, I just like, Even like you said, even Naomi, like I wouldn't hate Naomi, but I would want someone more established.
Well, at least she's established and she's over. So I mean, I feel like she'd be a perfect fit for that criteria. That is also someone that hasn't held the main women's belt and, you know, not counting TNA in like 4 or 5 years. It's been a long time since she was last the main women's champion. I know she's getting a title shot next week or tomorrow on SmackDown, actually, as we speak right now. But still, I think it would be better if. That makes sense, actually. You know, I was saying all the people that I did, but I feel like you make a good point. I feel like it would mean more if it went on a Bayley or a Charlotte, for as tiresome as that might sound, as opposed to them, who they inevitably will hold that championship. I think people would like it more if they won it initially, and then Meechin beats them, or Chelsea Green or whoever, as opposed to them being champion for like a month or two, and then Charlotte beats them, and then they're like fucking buried. So I feel like you're probably...
Exactly. That's another thing too. Like, them beating them's a bigger deal than them winning it first, and then them losing to one of those big stars.
Yeah. No, I think you're onto something there. And there's a whole host of options. I mean, even back in 2016, when they made the SmackDown Women's Championship, who did they put it on first? Becky Lynch. Now, she was not someone who was championed before, but she was established enough, and she was a good first champion. I mean, they could have put the belt on a Carmella or an Alexa Bliss, but they had Alexa Bliss beat Becky, and she benefited from beating Becky as opposed to becoming the first champion out of the gate. So... I don't know. I think you're onto something there, so I guess we'll see what they do. Still, again, like I said, no word on when they intend to crown the inaugural champion, how they intend to crown the inaugural champion, probably soon, probably a tournament, but they do a million fucking tournaments, so maybe they could switch it up and do something else.
Yeah, like imagine imagine Bayley won it, and like a month or two later, Chelsea Green beat her. Like, it's like kind of similar to Becky and Alexa Bliss. Like, I feel like Chelsea Green beating Bayley would like holy shit, like that kind of like prop her up a little bit. Yeah,
or even because she pinned her a couple of weeks ago in that tag match. I know she lost to her on SmackDown last week, but even Candice, I feel like Candice could be a good fit for that. I know, again, she's someone that's not really that over, but if she beats Bayley for the belt, that's not a bad idea, I don't think. I mean, she's another one to keep in mind.
That's true.
So, I don't know. There's a couple different women. I think overall, though, my top takeaway, our top takeaway, is that it's a positive development for the women's division. The tag team thing is what it is. Hey, maybe you can...
Only one belt, though, right? One belt.
For now. I think, too, at some point, I don't hate that idea, just because they have a lot of women. So, honestly, if Raw and SmackDown are going 3 hours next year, first of all, fucking kill me. Second of all, I mean, it would make sense if they have 2 belts for both brands. Not each, obviously, but like one each. And that way we could see like an Alba Fire. I mean, God forbid ever get a push, but, maybe we could finally see someone like her rise up and challenge for a mid-card belt, because God forbid, again, they're going to have her challenge for the main women's championship. But yes, I think we can agree one belt for now, right?
Yes.
I think that would make the most sense.